The cities of Cambridge and Somerville have very old combined sewer pipes located under their streets and sidewalks. They are called combined because sanitary sewage, which is the stuff that you flush, mixes with stormwater runoff, that's the water that flows into the catchment basins near the curb on the city streets. This sewer infrastructure dates back to the 19th century. During some rainstorms involving an inch of rain or more, the regional sewer system becomes overwhelmed and there is not enough capacity in the pipes for the sewage to flow to the Deer Island wastewater treatment plant. This is when the old combined sewer systems in Cambridge and Somerville discharge raw, untreated sewage pollution through combined sewer outfalls into Alewife Brook. Too much rain causes the regional sewer system to run out of capacity and raw, untreated sewage is then dumped into Alewife Brook. Why is this a problem? The Alewife Basin is prone to flooding. An estimated 5,000 residents live in the Alewife's 100-year floodplain. During major flood events, sewage-contaminated water from the Alewife Brook flows into the homes, yards, and parks of the area's residents. There are documented cases of residents becoming sick with flu-like digestive disorders after forced exposure to hazardous sewage-contaminated floodwater. These are folks living in our most diverse and vulnerable neighborhoods, which the Federal Environmental Protection Agency identifies as environmental justice populations. The EPA has a mandate to protect our environmental justice populations. For over 150 years, the state of Massachusetts has encouraged Cambridge to separate their sanitary sewage from their stormwater runoff. As a result of the ongoing 1983 federal lawsuit, known as the Boston Harbor Cleanup Court Case, the EPA was called upon to uphold the Clean Water Act. Because of the involvement of the EPA, Cambridge and Somerville closed half of their sewer outfalls into the Alewife. Cambridge has separated some of their underground combined pipes and paid for the construction of the Alewife Reservation stormwater wetland on state land. The Boston Harbor Cleanup Court Case has been a remarkable success for Boston Harbor and its waterfront properties. However, despite over $100 million spent in the Alewife, we are seeing little improvement in the annual volume of untreated sewage pollution that is discharged into Alewife Brook by Somerville, Cambridge, and the MWRA. In fact, the sewage pollution problem is getting worse with time. This is because of an increase in rainfall and an increase in severity of storm events due to climate change, as well as an increase in impervious surfaces, continuing tree loss, and the capacity failures of the MWRA's regional sewer system. In 2021, over 50 million gallons of sewage pollution was discharged into Alewife Brook. This is the same volume as was discharged in 1992, before money was spent in the Alewife to control combined sewer overflows. We are at a point now in the regulatory process where we may see a significant investment in fixing the Alewife's sewage pollution problems. We will see investments made in and around the Alewife Brook in the coming decade, but we must work towards a regional and political solution to the water quality and flooding problems. Otherwise, nothing will happen. We must work for it. One of our goals is to win Arlington a seat at the negotiating table. Arlington has long had little voice in the matter because Arlington does not own the sewer infrastructure that is directly responsible for the sewage pollution. Arlington has never had a combined sewer system. We have already achieved some success in getting the EPA's support in defining a framework for the new Alewife long-term CSO control plan. Among other things, this framework includes our recommendation that climate change projections are used to design new area sewer infrastructure, flood control, green infrastructure, and creative funding sources, including available infrastructure money. But the planning alone is a 2-year process, so there is much organizing work to do. Why is this article important, and why is your vote important? This resolution seeks to collect political support to engage the town in the issue. We need your vote. We thank the members of the Select Board, Town Council, Town Manager, Town Engineer, and the Town Meeting for their support. Thank you.